Hey up everyone, Magpie Gaming here. I hope you're all doing very well. So if you've been following Battlestate's social media recently, you'll have noticed that they've been posting some pictures about the Nvidia keynote speech which took place earlier on today. And everybody was wondering what the announcement was going to be. Why was Escape From Tarkov being included in this keynote speech? What kind of tech was going to be shown off? And I think the vast majority of us out there thought that it was going to be some sort of announcement on DLSS being supported in Escape From Tarkov. We were maybe hoping that we'd get to see maybe some sort of Streets of Tarkov footage, or maybe get a kind of idea of what kind of performance increase we can see when DLSS is added into the game, because we do know for sure that DLSS is coming to the game at some point in the future, but it was nothing of the sort. It was a little bit underwhelming. Basically, in the keynote speech they announced that Nvidia Reflex technology is going to be implemented in Escape From Tarkov at some point in the future. Now, if you don't know what Nvidia Reflex technology is, the video that I've got currently showing in the background, I will put a link in the description down below so that you can go and watch that yourself. Basically explains what reflex technology is, but to cut a long story short, it basically reduces the input lag between your mouse and your display. So when you press your mouse button, obviously there is a delay between pressing it and what you see on the screen. Sometimes that is not very noticeable at all because it's literally just milliseconds, so you don't really notice it at all. But all kinds of lag within game is bad. The less lag you've got in a game, the better. So this technology just cuts down that input lag. Now, anybody that's running an Nvidia card that is a 900 series or above will benefit from this technology once it's implemented. That is all you need, is an Nvidia card that is a 900 series or above. But of course, in typical Nvidia fashion, they would like you to get a 30 series card, because a 30 series card obviously performs better and reduces the lag even further. But then they would like you to get an Nvidia Reflex technology approved mouse, which even cuts the lag down even more, and then get a G-Sync monitor. I think it's the 360Hz monitor, because they cut it down even more. So to take full advantage of this technology, you would have to spend some serious money. But as long as you've got a 900 series card or above, you will see a small performance increase regardless. So is this technology going to make much of a difference in Escape From Tarkov? I have to be completely honest with you guys, I'm a little bit underwhelmed personally with this announcement. I wanted it to be about DLSS. I don't care too much about the reflex technology. Input lag is something that you can sort of combat yourself anyway by changing settings with your mouse and things like that. All mice now come with their own software where you can mess around with settings that can reduce lag, etc. And like I say, it is simply milliseconds. You just don't really notice it that much, to be honest. Competitive gamers, yes, you're going to notice it. And like I say, cutting lag down in a game is always a good thing. But for the average gamer, it's not really necessary to be running this reflex technology. I know that once it's implemented in the game, if you can take advantage of it, then by all means do it, because it will improve sort of what you see on the screen. But I don't think it's going to make a massive difference, because it's all client side. None of this is moved over to the server side of things. So whilst you might be able to reduce the input lag that you've got at your end, you're still waiting for that information to go to the Tarkov server and then be doled out to the person that you're playing against. So, you know, you're still relying on the latency of the Tarkov servers, which, let's be honest, aren't always brilliant. But, you know, hopefully that will change as the game rolls forward. Hopefully BSG are going to implement better and faster servers as we move along. But yeah, I suppose it's good in one way. It's another thing that's been added to the game that might help us, you know, maybe not game a little bit better, but obviously reducing any kind of lag in the game is always a bonus. So if you have the option to have it turned on, then I would probably say yes, turn it on when it is added to the game. Is it going to make a massive difference? Well, yeah, you might actually look like you're hitting more targets in the game because you'll be able to acquire them slightly faster, but obviously that information has to be relayed to the Tarkov servers and has to match. So it could be that you end up hitting a lot of targets that don't actually die. On your screen you're hitting them, but according to the Tarkov server you're missing them. So we could end up with more instances of that, and we already see quite a lot of that going on, where you clearly are hitting somebody but the desync between you and the Tarkov servers saying no, piss off, you're not hitting it. So we'll have to to wait and see just how well this works. It'd also be interesting to see a comparison between this technology working and somebody that's using an AMD card. Are these people now going to be at a slight disadvantage? I don't know. I really don't know exactly how that's going to work, but we'll have to wait and see. So when will this be implemented in the game? No idea. There is no official word from BSG when this will be added in the game. Obviously, it's going to take an update to the game for it to be implemented. Will there need to be a driver update for Nvidia as well so that it's fully supported? I'm not 100% on that. I would think that there maybe have to be a driver update for it to work properly, and Nvidia aren't going to put a whole driver update out just to give us that within Escape from Tarkov, so we'll probably have to wait until one of their major updates. So yeah, when it's going to come to the game, we have no idea, but it is on its way. And that is pretty much it. Like I say, a little bit disappointing. I wanted to see something on DLSS. I wanted to see maybe Streets of Tarkov showcased in the keynote. It is good for Battlestate that they've had the game shown in this light. You know, they've managed to get it out onto a big world stage, and people that have maybe never heard of the game have now heard of it and are maybe interested in looking into the game. The one thing I will say though is that the footage that was shown at the keynote for Escape from Tarkov was janky as hell. They could have picked smoother footage, they could have picked better footage to showcase the game. It didn't really showcase it in all its glory, because Escape from Tarkov on its day can look very, very good, can look very, very smooth, and the gameplay that they showed was anything but. So yeah, they could have done a little bit better with that, but there you go, that's just how it goes. So yeah, Nvidia Reflex technology, let me know in the comment section down below what you think about this. Do you actually use it in some current games? It is supported in quite a lot of games now, obviously all the competitive shooters, Fortnite, Apex Legends, Valorant, etc. It's in all of those. Do you use it in any of those games? Do you think it makes a massive difference? Do you think it's going to make a massive difference in Escape from Tarkov, or are you not really fussed with it? Let me know in the comment section down below. Like I say, my personal opinion on this is yes, I'll use it when it's put in the game, because anything that can cut input lag down is a good thing. Anything that can cut lag down in a game is always a good thing in my opinion. Will it be a game changer? No, definitely not. It's maybe a little bit gimmicky to say the least. I mean, obviously Nvidia really like this because it's one way for them to try and sell you a lot more hardware. You know, get a 30 series graphics card for this to give you a massive performance boost. Yeah, I would if I could actually buy one, but they're just not for sale anywhere else. Also in this keynote, they announced the release of the 3080 Ti that will be coming shortly. You know, another card that you just won't be able to get because the scalpers and the miners will get hold of these things in droves, because no retailers seem to be able to work out a decent way of getting these cards into gamers' hands. Now, I do know that Nvidia are bringing out lower hash rate cards, which I expect the 3080 Ti might be altogether just a lower hash rate card, which means that the miners might not bother with it too much, but it's still going to be able to hash, so they may still get it, but we'll have to wait and see. But yeah, that's pretty much it for this video, ladies and gentlemen. As a quick side note, I'd just like to thank everybody that's been commenting and viewing the videos lately and subscribing and liking and sharing. It helps keep the channel going, it helps get the channel out there, so I would like to say a big thank you to you guys. And as always, ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for watching and listening. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe. Stay safe, and I'll catch you in the next one. Take care.